Aries, welcome to my channel. This is going to be a look at the next 72 hours for you. Of course, if you want to see future readings from me or join our lives where I take personal questions, because I do go live like every other day and take personal reading questions, make sure you hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you can get notified when I upload and go live and all of that. Also, if you want a personal reading with me or to find me on my other social medias, my other YouTubes, that will also be listed in the comment section or the description box. But let's see what's going on, Aries, for the next 72 hours for you. The first two cards we have the 10 of Cups, we have the King of Pentacles, we have the 8 of Cups, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. The next 72 hours. What's the energy around Aries? We have the Page of Swords in reverse, the Ace of Wands in reverse, and the Emperor. I'm going to pull about 3 cards from here. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. The next 72 hours. Okay, we have the Scythe, we have the Whip, and we have the Lily. We're going to pull a card from this deck. The next 72 hours for Aries. Okay, we have I Radiate Confidence and one last card from this deck. Aries. Okay, so we have Greeting Wellness. Okay, so let's get into it. So I want to start with the Oracle cards first. The first one I want to address, I Radiate Confidence. It says, when you invest in positive emotions, it's normal for you to feel great about yourself. Self-assurance is the best way to increase your drive and ambition. Believe in yourself 100% and soon others will begin looking at you as a source of motivation. All right, and we also have Greeting Wellness. The back of this card reads, balance is the key to a life of infinite miracles. So Aries, over the next 72 hours, I feel like you're arriving. Like the best way I could put that into words is you guys are arriving. Now, when I say you're arriving, this could be you arriving to, or not to, but arriving in the sense of you having a new pep in your step, a new thought process. And in you having this new thought process, it's changing your actions, the way that you are tackling things that are going on around you. And just over the next 72 hours, you could see that in you just showing up or being confident in what you have to offer creatively, offer business-wise, offer romantically. You're going to be making decisions as such as if you believe this, and you're going to start to see things shift for the better for you, especially when it comes to finances. I'm mainly seeing that. Okay. Especially with Mercury retrograde being over. I think actually today or tomorrow. I believe Mercury retrograde ends the 16th, if I'm not mistaken. But anywho, you could be starting to see money just pour in, especially from some sort of business endeavor. And also, I can't help but to point out that both of these cards are in connection to the physical body. So you could find yourself being more aware of what you're putting in your body or needing to be more aware, especially if you haven't been eating the best. You've been more so just kind of eating whatever. There could be signs of you needing to maybe shift your, like I said, your eating routine or your eating habits. But anywho, going deeper into the reading, kind of addressing the tarot cards that we have here, Aries, it feels like you guys are stepping into a place of, like I said, contentment or being at peace. If you were just uneasy, feeling as if you just could not do right, or you were just feeling blocked and not understanding why you weren't feeling as motivated or why you weren't able to, make it past certain financial issues, you could be finding yourself in a space of contentment after, like I said, your financial situation starts to gradually change. You could even find yourself wanting to leave certain habits behind. So if you have like a smoking habit, like I said, bad eating habits, you're going to feel more and more compelled to put your life together. And for a lot of you, I'm telling you, you're going to start to see results too for work that you've been putting in over Mercury retrograde time. So if you've been, reworking a business, going back and tweaking some things, you could be seeing a huge increase once Mercury retrograde is done. Now, another thing I'm picking up on, I'm seeing stuff around family. You could have a family member that needs some sort of support from you, whether that's financial support or like just help. This could be a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. In regards to the zodiac sign, this could be a father figure or just a family member who always tries to keep it together, even though they may not have everything always together. They may be needing your support during this time frame. For others of you, you may be the family member. You may be the person that's needing support, because there could be this just overwhelming sense of you having to handle all these responsibilities, all these things for your child, and then you may feel like you're not being supported by the person you have children with. Speaking of that, if that relationship is still rocky, some of you may be deciding to just kind of distance yourself even more from this, especially with the Page of Pentacles in reverse and the Ace of Wands in reverse. If you're dealing with a partner, person you have children with, who doesn't seem like they're trying to make amends or is trying to show up differently, then a lot of my Aries are just going to be separating yourself. Okay, like I just keep getting the energy of doing what's best for you. Now, going into the oracle cards at the bottom, we have the Scythe, we have the Whip, and we have the Lily. So the Scythe, like I said, this is you cutting things off. This is severing things. This is removing things from your life. This is also the Harvest. So you could be, like I said, seeing that you're reaping rewards from efforts that you've been putting in. If you've been, taking care of your finances in a more responsible manner, you could be seeing that you have more to spare. All right, but definitely severing ties, and severing ties, not just to just sever ties. It's literally for the means of clearing a path and removing anything that may be standing in your way in order for you to evolve. But we also have the Whip. So this represents sexual energy, habits, repetition. What else? It represents a whole bunch of stuff, okay? But mainly, this would be like the Devil card in the regular tarot. And then the Lily represents rest, spring coming around. Okay, we are technically in, or not technically, but we are in the time period in which the Lily represents, which is like winter. So this represents, spring soon coming, and just overall rest. But anyways, going deeper with these cards, the first thing that I'm picking up on, you could be cutting off that ex, that love interest who does have a pattern of violence or a pattern of being just a shitty person towards you. Okay, this person may have had you in a chokehold. Even in you guys not speaking to each other, this person may have had you feeling like you can't be with anyone else, or it's not worth being with anyone else. And for a lot of you, you're going to be finally severing that tie from like some sort of sexual relationship. Like I said, from somebody who has a pattern of violence. You could even, some of you guys may find yourself having a quickie with somebody, and you may cut this person off too. Especially if this quickie happens out of like vulnerability. There's also like a heads up. Make sure if you are exercising that you are like exercising in a way where you're not doing things that you're not really knowledgeable about, because you could have some sort of exercise injury. So this being careful, like lifting weights, especially if you don't have certain support to be there for you while you're doing these things. I feel like also there's this level of abstinence that some of you guys could be tapping into. You could be realizing that maybe you've been controlled by your sexual desires to where it's been making you kind of subscribe to the wrong thing. So you could be cutting off like I said, a sexual partner or sexual dealings as a whole. All right. I also feel like you guys are going to need to take care of your physical body in terms of needing rest, needing to replenish. You could just feel a little overwhelmed with the amount of work that you may have to do, especially if you are a business owner. But these are just some of the things that I see over the next 72 hours for you. I hope you took something from this reading. If you did, definitely thumbs it up and subscribe, and I will see you later, Aries.